Oh man, Trump fired old Pam Bondi. What the hey? I liked Pam Bondi. She was a cutie. Little blonde hair and a little button nose. Well, I guess being hot doesn't keep your job at the White House. It's all right. I'm sure we'll find a new U.S. Attorney General, to fill her shoes. I'm sure he already has somebody in mind. We'll find out. It's all right. No tears yet. We're gonna keep on moving forward, living life, even with or without Pammy Bondi. But, oh, it's been a wild year and a quarter, I tell you. Oh, but people tell you that America's a failing economy. Well, failing economies don't send rockets to moons. That's a booming economy. Booming economies send rockets to moons and space exploration and things like that. That's how you know you're doing good, is when you're sending the rockets to space. You know, if we get Democrats to stop killing jobs by tens of thousands in their states, we'd have better economies in blue states. But what do you do? Democrats will just blame the president because, oh, the president, that orange monster, orange man bad, blah. That's all they got is orange man bad. But what the hell? No. Oh, man, I got such a crink in my neck this morning. I think I slept wrong. And if my son's dog don't stop chewing water bottles up in my bed and leaving wet spots, I'm going to punch that dog and just pow, right in the kisser. That little turkey snot. So, had to tear the whole bed down last night, throw everything up on the fence to dry out for a couple hours. Still had a little moisture on it though, so I had a little wetter spot where I was laying. It drove me nuts all night long. And no, it wasn't pee. It was a water bottle. He's been. I left a water bottle on my desk in my room yesterday, and he chewed the top off and frickin' sprinklered my bed with a bottle of water. Totally my fault, But I don't know if he would have peed on my bed to the orphanage, he would have went just right away. But you can clean up a water mess. But that's my theory behind it. Anyways, you can clean up a water mess. It just takes a little bit longer to dry. And you never want to just flip the mattress because then your mattress molds and it's all bad. You got to just let it air dry out, or put a fan on it, I took the shop back to it, sucked the majority of the moisture out. But he's still technically a puppy. He's still kind of a dingle-dangle, Not much you can really say or do. I mean, I guess don't leave water bottles down for the dingle-dangle to get and to throw all over your bed. I guess that would be a wise thought process. But, Oh, you know when you know better not to do something and you do it anyways, and then you're like, darn it, then you feel so fit, you feel so silly about it afterwards that you know, it's okay, it's funny. Oh, you want to make some short clips after this? I think I'm only gonna do a short little 30-minute today, little live stream today, and then I'm gonna do some shorts to boost my numbers up a little bit more in the views. And I went way up here to way down here. So, and views matter. They matter a lot. That likes, shares, subscribes, and everything else people do to help you boost up your channel and the algorithms. And anything helps, keeps you out there for people to come view you, So, what do? I don't know. Maybe something or other. But I had fun with my kid last night. He came on and did a live stream. You should watch it out. It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. I had fun with it. I mean, he's a good kid. I like him. I mean, I better because he's my son, So I mean, it's kind of give me, But oh man, what a morning! It's a little drier today, but not as dry. It's still raining, so gotta love the spring rains. They come in and but they make the grass grow, and I mean, it gives free food for the goats and the ducks and the chickies and the deer, and oh, it's a win-win with the rain. Unless you're on the west side of Washington and don't store your rainwater because they'll come arrest you because they're silly like that because they can't tax you for it, so you can't collect the rain, a natural resource of the earth you can't keep. They do, but heaven forbid you do. But I never understood that. It just one minute they tell you to do something, and the next minute they just try to throw you in jail and try to charge you taxes. It's like, come on, man. You people need to get off your high horse and stop acting like freaking dictators. And when Democrats accuse a Republican of being a dictator, eh, Republicans or not Republicans, but Democrats, man, they're roar. You will do it our way or no way. You know, what do you do? Can't get enough people in Washington to vote the damn Democrats out. Because that would make sense. And even if we went to, I don't care if we even went to a full red state. At least let's go to a purple state where we have more of a communication between the two party system here in the state. I mean, would it be in full blue bull junkie bunkies? You kind of just get high gas prices, high food prices, low employment, high unemployment rates, high welfare rates, high homeless rates, high drug issues, high mental issues. I mean, something has to stop me when the Democrat is doing something good. They keep telling me there's good. I haven't seen it in 44 years of my life. I've lived in a blue state my whole life, and I'll tell you, I've never seen anything a Democrat has done that's good for society ever. But you got these true believers. I know they always accuse me of drinking the MAGA Kool-Aid. I ask questions, and I put a lot of stern to the people that are in the MAGA party. Hey, we could do better. I mean, I question what they do. I don't drink no Kool-Aid, right? But these true far leftist believers, they're like, rawr, burning down cities. I mean, I saw a post this morning, and it was true to me. You've never seen a business board up their windows because of a Republican protest. Man, you've seen thousands of business board up their windows and doors and lock everything up because of a Democrat protest. So, if Republicans are the evil, violent ones, I'm sure not haven't seen it. So, but what do you do? That's all I can say about that one. My luck, I'm sitting here talking and I'm on mute again, which seems to happen for some apparent crazy reason that like every 9 or 10 videos I make, freaking YouTube doesn't load my video properly. It just sits on mute and nobody shows up because everybody's like, ha ha, he's funny. He's just talking to himself, just mimicking mouth movements. He's a mime. He's a mime in a box, But, went down to get my coffee this morning. And I think the coffee girl was happy with me this morning. Man, she must have watched my video. It's all right. I mean, I just got her at the wrong time. Who knows? Funny. Oh, all right, I got me a like. Somebody's like, hell yeah, boop. Somebody gave me a like button. So, I mean, I got good coffee though. I like the coffee down there. And they give you fancy stickers for your lids. They're very holiday inquisitive down there. Yeah. think I need to put some blinders on the fence to keep the dogs from seeing the goats. They quit barking at the stupid goats all day long. They're jealous of the goats because the goats get to just roam around free all day long, and for the most part, the dogs have to be stuck in the yard because a lot of them won't stay on the property. You know, it's fine. Morning, Gator. How you doing? You doing any better today, Mr. Man? I remember you doing any better today? Huh? You got the smiles on? Big old happy hat going on today? I remember lots of people. That's what Grumpy does. He remembers. I'm like Pepperidge Farm. Yeah, I'm like. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Well, hopefully it gets better, and tomorrow's a better day. You know, all you can hope for is just a better day tomorrow. Oh, it will be. Do you know what I said? You said that a girl broke your heart, and you're distraught from it. And I know what you said. I was paying attention. We talked for like 30 minutes yesterday. Everything you said, you say the same thing. Well, that's not true. I changed a lot of what I say. Sometimes I just get stuck in a rhythm and I work with the rhythm and then I go on. You'll be good, buddy. I promise. You'll just have to keep singing Hakuna Matata, right? Just be like, Hakuna Matata. It's a wonderful phrase. It means no worries for the rest of your days. I mean, you just gotta keep singing the song, man. It works out. See, I haven't sang the song for you today, so you're special. Mm. Oh, shaka laka boom boom, yeah! See, we're gonna get you happy again, I tell you. Or we're gonna keep you grumpy, one or two. We need a chorus to break in. That's what we need. Some chimes and musics and. Oh man, oh man. Oh, I lost my person. They were there and they came and they went. It's all right. I'm not gonna be on here long though, Gator. I only got about 17 more minutes, and I gotta do some things on the farm, and I'll probably be back later though. I just came on to do a short live stream and see what everybody was up to. If anybody had anything to talk about, anybody wanted to cheater chat. So, I don't know. Did you watch me and my son last night? That was a lot of fun. I like that. I had a blast doing that last night. Hello, Maya. Let's go with Maya. Maya Walsh. Hi, Maya Walsh. How you doing this morning? So, oh, and why would you wearing these pokey glasses? I like my pokey glasses because they're stylish, man. They're stylish. I like them. I was gonna, well, if I could find my regular eyeballs, I'd just be wearing my regular eyeballs, but because my regular eyeballs reflect sunlight, so, and I get a glare when I'm in the car, and it just kind of, so I wear the sunglasses, so I'm not sitting there like this for the whole video going, what the hell, you know? They say you should visually look at people when you're talking to them, just give them the eyeball content, going, you know? More cool after the shave. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my old man beard. Because if I shave this thing, my face is like, and so. Yeah, and the beard hides the wrinkles. It makes me look younger, somewhat, I guess. I was a little jealous of my son's beard yesterday, man. His beard's looking good. Man, I don't know. He must be doing something better than I'm doing. He got a good beard going on. Oh, I guess I just need to grow mine long out again and compete with them. Yeah. I trimmed mine here 1st of January, 1st of February. I trimmed it and I dyed it out because it was just solid gray. Got that salt and peppery look going on. More salt than pepper. Some girls just flirt with me. Flirt back. I mean, what I do is flirt back. You know, flirting's good for the soul. More people should learn to flirt. More people should learn to flirt. Yep. Of course, sometimes flirting does get you in trouble. I mean, you can't over flirt, so mildly flirt. There you go. Mildly flirt. Don't just come on like some gigolo, but just a natural, funny haha flirt. Kind of, oh shuck it darns. What are you doing in your vehicle? I'm talking to you. Is what I'm doing in my vehicle. What's up, Jason? What are you up to? Oh, are you traveling somewhere? No, I'm just sitting out of the rain and not and doing a live stream. I gotta get my studio or office, whatever hell you want to call it, set up in my newer fifth wheel, so I have more room to communicate. Haven't done it yet. And my car's quick and comfortable. And I mean, I was coming back from town after getting my cup of coffee, and I was like, man, I'm gonna go on and harass people and see what the hey. Now, if I was traveling where I'm at right now, there is no. I don't want to sing it again. I sang it once, right? I'll sing it again tomorrow. One Hakuna Matatas a day. That way, it's more special if you only get it once a day versus multiple times. Yeah. That's like I don't know, did you ever watch The Big Bang Theory where Sheldon always wanted soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball fur, purr, purr, purr. There's special things. Man, it's dark in here. Woo, that's too bright. Bright, I'm like that. Let the sun bringing down on me now. Oh. After listening to you sing mine, I always better do better. Man, I sang it for you once. Give me, let my throat kind of regurgitate here, and we'll do it again, I guess. Hold on, maybe we'll get the whole entire chat going with us. We'll just be like, Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Matata. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's our problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. You make music? No, I don't make music. I make drum sounds on my fat belly. That's about all good I got. And and now the world just heard my horrible singing voice. So shaka laka boom boom, yeah. Oh, I was so off key. You should make music. I should not make music. I mean, if I had the proper equipment where, the soundboards and all that, maybe, but an equalizer, but no. My voice is not that good. It's crackly. It sounds like I smoked for 30 years. Oh, because I did. Oh. It's fine. Oh. Damn it. Music is for the talented people. I was never talented in the key of music. That's why I got the radio. The radio assists me in singing songs that I don't need to write. You're small, Grumpy. I was me. Aw, thanks, man. I appreciate you. But it's a one-day occurrence and things. Maybe I should capture the duck for my next live stream. Me and the duck will do a show together. Just me and Mr. course, he'll probably get mad because his girlfriend won't be in the car, so he'll be like, "Meh." He'll probably nibble at my face and things, but you know. Oh, tomorrow, hell or high water, though. Really. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate you. I like new subscribers. The more I can get, the better. We're on a roll here. But no. But tomorrow, higher hell water though. I so need to get those garden beds done. Quit. Do you have children? I have 4 children. We had this conversation yesterday, Gator, about how many of my little F trophies that I have collected over the years. From really young to really old, I have a collection of children. That did not sound good. No, that didn't sound good at all. That didn't sound right or proper. But I do have children, but I don't have a collection of children. That did not come out correctly at all. Oh man, I'm getting myself in trouble for that one, I guess. You really gotta watch what you say on the YouTubes, you know. Looks like I know something freaking. I'm gonna have a surrounding freaking the military around my house and all. Get on the ground, get on the ground. Like, what I do? You said something on the YouTubes. Ah, damn it! I did it to myself again. Oh, shit-a-dings. Oh, that's kind of how that works, you know. You say something stupid, somebody goes, "Oh, did you hear what he said?" Yes, I did. He has a collection of children, you know. Oh, my personality has grown over time. This is what you get from a lot of mental distraughtment and confusement over years. You get a multiple personality disorder, and you you just can no longer behave yourself. Just that. Oh, I think so, anyways. Oh, yeah, because I mean, and don't get me wrong, I've lost my temper. I've lost my temper many times, but I try not to lose my temper anymore. You know, I'm trying to be better. I mean, I still get mad, but I get mad without the temper, without the flame, the whole boom, So, can't, yeah, so it works out. I'm mellowing in my old age, and it'd be a big old front porch where I can just lay down like an old hound dog and scratch myself in the summer nights. I gotta go have fun. It was nice to see you, Jason. Come back. We enjoyed you being here. Always a pleasure. Grab some memories again. Hit me. Oh, well, go do something. Go watch a TV show. Go dancing. Go flirt with those girls that were flirting with you. They'll get you. They'll get your mind right. They'll get you out of your head. Well, you hope so anyway. But I get stuck in my head too, and I tell you, it can be a scary place getting stuck in your head. You got to get out of your head. No. And it the breakup's still new, so it's still fresh on your mind. What the hell? I just oh no. How the fuck did I get mustard in my sweater? I just washed this stupid thing. That is so weird. I got mustard on my shirt and I don't know where the hell it came from. I just washed this stupid sweater. That's so weird. Someone's waiting in your live stream, your backside window. Ma'am, someone is watching your live stream from your backside window. Really? That's kind of freaky. Let's wave and say hi to him. It's all right. Grumpy has a lot of items in his car. I'm not worried about people watching me. Grumpy don't go anywhere without his slingshots and his little. What's up, homie? What's happening? What's going on, man? No, go. Grumpy don't worry too much about people. Grumpy has slingshots. Grumpy's got it made. Look at your back, Gramps. I'm looking at my back. There's nobody behind me. I got a dumpster. I got my fifth wheel. I got my boats and trailers over there. I got all my tractors up there. My neighbor's driving up the road. Yeah, no, I got nobody behind me. Can you laugh again? I don't need to laugh again, man. I mean, I laugh. I laugh primarily all day long. It's it's fun to laugh. Just fun. Because I'm like a big bowl of jelly, just a big fat laugher. Oh. I didn't get me one of those massage chairs for my chair here. It just, so it's just like massaging my back while I'm doing my live streams. Like a big cat scratch fever. Big old kitty paws. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not seeing anybody, Gainer. I think it's your imagination. Hey, Blanca, Blanca. So you're white gonads. That's all right. Share your favorite dish. My favorite dish. Hmm. I'm gonna say street tacos would be my favorite dish. I like street tacos. A little steaky, little cilantro, little onion, little green sauce, little lime, little salt, little yummy in my fat belly. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with tacos. Tacos is my favorite dish. Well, street tacos. You can never on a little 3-inch corn tortilla. You can never go wrong with street tacos. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. They're fast. They're easy. You can eat a ton of them. And can you really ever get bored of a street taco? No, you can't. It's like a sandwich. Can never go wrong with a sandwich. Sandwiches are like good all the time. Pancakes are like got to be in the mood for pancakes. Crepes you can have all the time because crepes are thin and they're light and they're fluffy and you can put a whole bunch of things on there. And I had ribs and a baked potato this morning for lunch. That was yummy. But little pork short end ribs. That was good. And a baked tater. The only problem with ribs though is there's not a lot of meat on ribs. I mean, so you eat a whole bunch of them, and then like an hour later, ribs are like Chinese food. You can just swarm a just eat a lot of it, right? And then like an hour later, you're hungry. It's like, man, this sucks. Cucumber, eggplant. What's your pick? Cucumber, eggplant? I do like eggplant melanzane or eggplant parmesan. Eggplant parmesan is pretty good, but you can take cucumbers and put a little soy sauce on them in a bag and shaky, and put them in your little soy sauce, a little rice wine vinegar, kind of shaky, and put them in your refrigerator for a day, and you get little tasty little treats. Hi, old man, remember me? What's up, Marie Hange? Remember everybody, especially the ones I can't pronounce your name correctly. To be honest, but and no, Gainer, that was just a chicken. It wasn't watching me. It might be watching me. I'm gonna start feeling like Michael Jackson. You feel like somebody's watching you. Somebody's watching me. Oh, totally different song. Jesus, wrong song. Wrong song. Oh. Man, my eyes look like boogers today. Now tell me how you farted today or not. Man, you were in my live stream last night when I was talking about you with my son last night in our live stream. about that. No, You got to go watch my live stream from last night there, man, and you'll get the complexity of my flatulence. It will. Yeah, it'll make your whole day. You'll just be like, yay, about grumpy farted. I'm trying, still a weird one to me about that, but um, what do you do? I think I should start doing like that one guy and just like smearing mustard and mayonnaise over my face or wearing a toilet seat or whatnot, just acting like I'm having a mental breakdown all day long. Because that seems to get people's attention, just acting a fool. You were trying to fart in a public pool. I have farted in a public pool, yes. I have farted in my own pool. I farted in the lake. I have farted in the ocean. And nothing died though, so it's not worth. Trying to fart in the water and fish at the same time, it don't kill the fish. I guess I mean, flatulence are a natural body thing. I mean, but just, I think there's a time and a place to release one, and like if you're sitting in school and you got all the pretty cheerleaders next to you, you're right between all the cheerleaders. You let one go, and all cheerleaders like dominoes. Thump, 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 thump. That's the best time to let your ass rumble dumble in the classroom is when you got all the pretty cheerleader girls around you. You want to get their attention because you're going to give them a shock of their life, and then the rest of everybody's going to giggle and laugh because you farted, and the cheerleaders are going to pass out with disgust and grossment because they're in the gas chamber, and they're in the hot box of it all. Oh, unless you're married, then you can just cover your partner's head and fart under the covers and just hotbox them. Give them a Dutch oven. There's certain times farts have its places. But I don't really think a fart on a lime stream really is a time or place. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. The goat's river dancing on his piece of plywood. He's going dum 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 dum. He didn't do it long though. He's kind of tap dancing, making some outdoor music. Oh, I gotta roll my window down. It's getting stifling. It's getting stifling in here. I should have taken the gas can out when I got home. It wasn't just permeating gas fumes through the whole car. I think I might get high on the gas fumes. Oh man, I'm hallucinating. What the hell? Shark! Ah! It's a dinosaur! Oh, what the hell? Getting a little, what's the word? Exfoliate, when you start killing brain cells because the lack of oxygen, son of a biscuit. Hello, chat, help me out. What's the word? Shaka-laka boom boom, yeah. And I should know it. I mean, hey, look at my eyes are all bloodshot from the gasoline's in the car. You know what? Because I didn't put it on my... There. Now I can look young and pretty again. I'll just touch up put on my beauty screen so it takes away the old man look. But I gotta figure out what the hell that word is I'm trying to figure out. Where you get, it'll come to me eventually. It's not that important, I guess. Oh, thanks, man. My eyes are so brown, I'm full of poop. course, the brown changes. That's the only interesting thing about having brown eyes is they'll go from a light tan to a dark brown. Depending on your mood. And so I have, like the old mood rings. My eyes are like mood rings. They'll change to my mood. So. Of course, like my dad's eyes, they go from a hazel to flames in like 2.2 seconds. Like, roar! That's probably where I got my anger from, was from my dad. Because my mom's cool beans. I love my mom. She's such a mellow person. Just mellow. I don't think I've ever seen that woman angry. I've seen her yibby, but never rawr, I'm sure she's lost her anger, but I've not, 44 years, I don't think I've ever seen my mom actually physically get angry. It's pretty mellow, but I wish I could say that. I've probably been super angry, well, at least over 100,000 times in 44 years, just seeing red. I see red. I think that's yeah. I've seen red a few times in my life. Oh, I wonder what happened to old Burger. I haven't seen Burger for at least over a week. He used to come on all the time. Burger, come back to me, Burger. We miss you here at the Grumpy Center, the Grumpy Hangout. Oh, Grumpy. Oh, not Grumpy. I'm Grumpy. We need Burger. Burger! Nah, Burger's good people. I'm surprised Yuki's not on. Yuki's normally on about now. She must be busy. Shit. That didn't work out as I had planned. Oh. I think you're flirting with me now, Gainer. Oh. I think that's Jesus music. Sounds like Jesus music. Yeah. Oh, well, I figure you were. I'm happy about that. But I don't know. Somebody sent me a hate message, and YouTube grabbed it and said, "No, not today, mon frere. Not today with the angry messages of yours." Can we get out and shout King Charles? Can we get a shout out for King Charles III? I mean, I guess so. Shout out to King Charles III. God save the king. I don't got a king, but God save your king, I guess. God's really busy saving my president. God save your king. And your do you not know the joke, man? Do you don't like the joke? What, about me farting? I mean, you can come on here and talk about my butt all you want. I don't care. I got a nice butt. If you like things coming out my butt, I mean, it gives me something to talk about. You coming on here every day asking me to fart. I mean, it gives a warming conversation, I guess, for the car. There's no joke about that. No, he wasn't talking about your king. He was talking about my ass. He wants to hear me. He wants to hear me fart, and I don't know why. But well, the Queen does. I don't know how much the King Charles deserves anything, but Prince William. I'll give a shot at Prince William and Prince Edward. They can have my respect. I don't really know much about this joke I'm talking about. This joke I'm talking about. But man, I don't. I loved the Queen. The Queen was great, but oh shit, she was in my life up until last year. When did the Queen die last year? Her and Princess Diana. I mean, they were big people in my lifetime, but I don't know if the King's really done anything other than he's made a lot of people suck and throwing people in jail for Facebook posts and things. I miss you. My fingers still stinks. Last from oh, you still owe me dinner though. You know. So that's you for being such a cheapwad. Go wash your hands. You know. Queen Elizabeth sadly passed away in 20. Oh, was that long ago? Hello, Newey. He's come back. Oh, Riker, you big flirt, Riker. What am I gonna do with you? Just can't please you, and just can't keep you happy. I don't know what we're gonna do. Oh, I should turn that off so I don't go past my minute because I don't need another copyright infringement because I played music. YouTube and their silly billy rules about new music. Did you ever watch the movie with oh, tits and farts? Please listen to the song "Pow Pow Pow." I'll write it down and I'll listen to it after I end my live stream. And I'll know what you're talking about. I'm trying to think of the name of it. Footloose. Did you ever see the movie Footloose? Where, the town council, they didn't want any music in town. That's kind of what it reminds me of. YouTube reminds me of the movie Footloose. You know? The whole congregation's, no music! And you're like, please, sir, just one song, please, sir. Just a little bit of music. It won't hurt anything or anybody. Please, 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 oh, please, sir. And I kind of like music. Music's good for the soul, man. It energizes you. I mean, some songs piss you off and some songs make you happy. And some songs make you feel dirty. It's on how you listen to it, I guess. You got your shagging songs. You got your toe curling songs. You got your butt wiggling songs. You got your boob bouncing songs, You got your twirly songs. Your stomping popping songs. Your dropping low songs. All sorts of songs. All sorts of music. I will listen to your song. But not right now because I'm in the middle of a live stream. So I have wrote it down to listen to it, and I will give you my opinion on your Pow Pow Dilly Key Pass. Papa, I don't think that's a real song. I think that's one of those that verse sentences try to get you to say something dirty. Oh, I gotta go see the Asian ladies and have them give me a massage. Have them walk on my head and my back and my neck and have them do their judo choppy chop like good masseuses. I'll tell you, they do a lovely job. They make all your muscles release and you feel less tense. And You feel good after you go see the little Asian ladies. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. I like a good masseuse. Oh, what was it? Years ago, I was at the mall and they had one of those water jet masseuse things, those little masseuse beds. It was, it was kind of like being stuffed inside a water bed and you're getting beat to death with a hose. It was not. It was not enjoyable. Especially if you got any kind of form of claustrophobia. I don't recommend it, but because you literally strapped between. No, man, it's a really good song. It's from Kishore Kumar, the biggest singer in India. All right, I mean, I like Indonesian songs. I'll listen to it. Is there any belly dancers on the music track? I like belly dancers. They do the and then they stick shaking belly. You know, if you want, you can. I'm gonna listen to it. Just not right now. I'm in the middle of my live stream. I'll tell you. I'll go. I'll check it out. I promise. Cross the old grumpy's heart. I'll go. I'll go listen to your song. Unless you could just like post it on my comment section on my page, and then I won't have to find it. Then I'll know exactly where it's at. And like, boop, because make my life easier. Because I'm old, but I don't mind listening to your favorite song. But they don't play a lot of Indian songs on the radio here. It's pretty much you get Spanish, rock, country, R&B, or Jesus. And mainly you get a lot of Jesus. But I've been thinking lately, because like especially when I'm on the YouTubes. Hold on there, man. Especially when I'm on the YouTubes, I get a lot of those Jesus posts popping up on my YouTube. I think God's trying to tell me I'm a sinner. I already knew that. I mean, you don't got to keep reminding me I'm a sinner, but what do you think about me? What kind of person am I? I think you're all right. Sometimes you're a little jingle, but you're all right. Question for you since you're talking about songs. I got an answer. Love playing instruments. Give me, give me your question, man. Give me your question. I might have an answer. I might not. I don't know. Do you play any instruments? I used to play the drums. I played the washboard a few times. I played the spoons. I played the belly. I've played with the. You look like you play the skin flute. Man, I've never played with the skinny flute, but that's all right. You like a master of how to? Really? I think you're just trying to flirt with me. I just think that's it. I just think that you think old Grumpy's a pretty man, and that's what it is. Because you're like, old Grumpy turns me on. It's all right. I have that ability. I love Congo. Right? Bump, 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 bump. Getting the big Congo line. Everybody bouncing on the coconuts. But I think old loving playing instruments. I think he got the crush on old Grumpy here. It's all right. I know I'm a pretty man. It's fine. I get told I'm pretty all the time. Pretty annoying. Pretty much just not should be there. Pretty much everything. But what do you do? You haven't answered my question. How am I? I told you. You seem all right. You remind me of Rubio, my other guy that comes on here and likes to flip turds at me majority of the day. You seem fine. I don't see anything wrong with you. I mean, I don't know you well enough to give you a full out like detailed. What do I think of you personally? I mean, you're all right to me. You seem cool. You know, you haven't really done anything to really annoy me. I mean, you don't come on the chat. You don't fight with anybody. You don't curse at anybody. So I mean, you're pretty mellow yellow. I'm singing mellow yellow. So I guess that works for me. I try to get along with everybody that I can. Just some people. Oh, I just cannot get along with. Those people just they give me the ick, like, oh, go, wow, big on Satan, they just, I can't, there's some people, not everybody, but there's some people I've met in this world that they give off that icky vibe, and, I love you too, brother. Uh, we'll do the whole love makes the world go round, but yeah, you'll meet those people. They put out that ick vibe, and you're like, I don't like you. And I have no problem telling them to your face, I don't like you. I don't want to like you. I don't care if everybody else likes you. You not good person. And then, you get to that part of time where everybody comes to you and goes, man, you were right. They were a bad person. I tried to tell you. You know, they put off the icky vibe, and, you gotta stick to your intuition about what kind of people are. People along that, it's kind of it. I gotta find what my son did with my headrest. He took it off, and I have no idea where the hell he put it. He does stuff like that to me all the time. He'll move stuff and hide stuff, and he won't admit to it, but he does do it. Oh, well, the ducks are out there alive. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh, I need to give me an advice according to your experience. Don't piss in the wind. It splatters you in the face. That would be my advice today. Don't pee in the wind. Don't spit in the wind either. I mean, you can poop in the wind because it just dries your butt, but you're 20. Huh. Well, you can you got a lot of life to live. What do you mean? What you said gives you some advice. Don't pee in the wind because it'll splash you in the face. That's about the best advice I can give you. I mean, I probably could come up with some better advice, but I don't like that one. Pretty much good. That's pretty solid advice. Don't pee in the wind, and don't pee on the. Hey Eric, what's going on? I was wondering when somebody was going to show up that has some common sense. A lot of interesting people this morning. No, I came on to do a short live stream, and then I just kind of kept rolling with it. People kept asking me questions, so. But what do you do? I know I got to move those 2 bales of hay, though, so the goats quit tearing them apart. Share any funny incident. A funny incident that happened in my life. Let's find one that's appropriate for YouTube where I don't get in trouble. Oh! I got one. I got a funny incident for you. So, the night I broke my neck and they moved me from one hospital to the other hospital after I was... because they couldn't do my surgery at that hospital, so they'd take me to their hospital. They were this cute little blonde nurse and the X-ray tech were taking me in for not the ICU, but going for not a sonogram, but the big tubular thing where they an MRI. They were going to take me in for an MRI so they get full imaging of the damage I actually did in my neck, right? Well, they dropped me off the gurney on the ground. I was like, help me. I mean, because they had me all strapped and taped, all stuck to that board, and they dropped me. And man, it was an MRI, it wasn't a CT, but man, I puked all over that lady's shoes after she dropped me on the ground. That was a humorous part, but. And then well, it took like 13 people to pick me up at the other hospital and set me down. This little cute blonde nurse, she was like, I can do it. I'm like, darling, I'm a fat guy. You ain't gonna do it. You better go get some. Yeah, the where they put the dye in your butt. Maybe it was a CT scan. It's that's pretty much the same damn machine, really. But you know, it goes, has the big electric magnets in it. I don't care what it is. It cost me a lot of money for them to take X-rays of my bones and all that. So, but before I went to surgery, because they knew I'd broke my neck at the other hospital because they took regular X-rays and they saw the damage. But then maybe it was a CT scan, but they had to see if there was any neurological tissue damage to any of the spinal cord. So, but it probably didn't help that they dropped my ass from the gurney to the ground. You know, so, that was probably one of my funniest experiences at the hospital where they dropped me. Oh, no, I'm not one of those selfish people that, like, I'm going to sue you because you dropped me, because I was having too much fun laughing because they, because I told them you need some more help, and they don't listen, little 95-pound, 5-foot tall nurse trying to, I mean, I was only 230 pounds when I broke my neck. I was pretty solid, I mean, but how long ago was that? 15 years ago when I broke my neck. 2010. Almost 16 years ago. June 23rd will be 16 years. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's never slowed me down, but I mean, in the wintertime though, when it's really cold, I should be the face of Viagra because I'm stiff all over. I look like a solid member because it puts a lot of, and I can tell you when it's going to rain. I can feel it in my neck when it's going to rain between my two titanium rods there. I was going to say, what about winter? Yeah, winter. So I try to keep my neck pretty much, wrapped and warm so I don't get tensed up. But I know people will come up to me and like, man, are you okay? You look really stiff. I'm like, yeah, because I'm looking at you all night long. You got me excited. So, when people ask silly questions in public, you got to give them a silly direct answer back, right? You can't just like, because then you tell them you broke your neck, they're like, oh man, I'm so sorry. Nah, just give them the razzle dazzle, just like, I was getting excited about you from across the bar, and I just got all stiff. You made me into a supersized McWeenie. Just stiffy all over. Right? I still think that McDonald's should come out with the McWeenie because I want to supersize that bastard. Can I supersize my McWeenie? I want it extra large, and not feeling fermented baby about it, But hey, it might be a big seller for the rainbow community. They can supersize their McWeenies. There might be some girls out there that want the McWeenie supersized too, but that's a topic for another day. Why are you spitting in the glass again and again? Because I got a fat chaw on my lip, and this chew that I get, it doesn't taste good when you swallow it, so I just spit it into the cup. I try to do it off camera so it doesn't gross you out. Would they get it grilled or baked? I think they'd like it deep fried, Eric. I think they'd like it all sizzly. Sizzly. Oh. I mean, you think he would know. He's been on here enough to know that actually, he makes sense about deep. It would just, it'd make it look like Freddy Krueger. it would make it a scary wiener. You know, it'd be great for Halloween. I think so. It'd make it great for Halloween. Yeah. I miss. You know what I miss? What I miss about McDonald's? Actually, just fast food restaurants in general. I miss the playlands, man. They don't have cool playlands like they used to. On a toasted bun, fried weenie on a toasted bun. That would actually be, be actually pretty good. I think the best hot dog I ever had was over in New York. They make some good wiener schnitzels in New York. I think that was. And everybody's like, you got to go to the baseball game and have a ballpark hot dog. No, I don't. I'm not going to spend $12 for a hot dog and a beer at a baseball game because no, they're not really. I mean, shit, they're just Costco. They're just Costco dogs. They used to be $1.50 like Costco. Give you a foot long with a soda for $1.50. That's all I got. Figured, haven't been to New York yet. I'm gonna. You should travel, man. The world's a big place. We're just a little tiny speck of dust, and you gotta go leave your skin follicles all over the countryside. So I have been here. Well, I think I want to go. Actually, I made the joke. And a lot of people didn't really find it funny because back when the U.S. was trying to purchase Greenland, and everybody was like, "You can't have Greenland." I'm like, "That's okay. I'll just get me 100,000 people, and we'll just illegally migrate, and we'll just put our flag and say this is now ours, and and sell it back to America." But I got in trouble for that joke. People's like, "You can't do that." I'm like, "Watch me." I can do the damn thing I want to. What are they going to do? Fight us? No, they're going to welcome us with open arms and probably be like, "Oh, you're a new brother." And I mean, like me and my daughter were having the argument about we don't need to go mine other planets, and I'm like, "Well, we kind of do. We're running out of natural resources here on planet Earth. We've kind of destroyed the majority of our natural resources that we got, so we got to explore that. Must we come up with some other better system to do it? Probably not, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I might take the canoe or the flat bottom boat out sometime this week, just to go sit on the lake and say that I did it. I should need to start working on my other boat project, but guy joke time. Okay, tell us a joke. What is your funny there? Rehenge? Rehan? Tell us a joke. Jokey jokey. If only Africans had more mosquito nets. What the hell did that say? And every year we could save millions of mosquitoes from dying needlessly of AIDS. This is true. This is true. But I think in Africa they actually capture them now. They make mosquito ball meatballs now. So last summer I flew to Winnipeg and hitched down to Dakota, then Minnesota up to around Superior, Ontario, and then Toronto, and then I was gonna do that out of high school, but I kind of got cheated because I got married to a cute little redhead, but she wouldn't let me. She didn't want to hitchhike the United States, but I was actually me and a couple of my buddies. We were gonna plan that. We were gonna fresh out of high school. We were all just gonna go and travel across the country and. Damn it! You know, women have a big thing about that. You got all these fabulous plans you're going to do in life, and then you get hitched to a woman, and they're like, "Yeah, we're not doing that." I'm like, but come on, baby, it'd be an adventure of a lifetime to stick your thumb out and go traveling for free. And well, I've actually met a lot of people that have traveled across the country, just putting their thumb out there. Went out hitchhiking for a summer. You know, I've picked a few hitchhikers up and had some lovely conversations with them, about their travels and where they've been. You know, they sure do walk a lot though, because not everybody's. Back in the old days, people would pick you up. People aren't really into picking hitchhikers up anymore. So yeah, I met a lot of really cool people, more than weirdos. I've met a few weirdos that I've tried my best to get away from in conversation, but they like to drag you back in. Tell me your advice will mean for one thing. One good word of advice: stop asking people to fart on screen would probably be good advice, my friend. But you know, some people don't have Grumpy's humor, and it's a good way to get timed out or blocked on YouTube. That is kind of a that probably be my best advice today is quit asking people to fart for you on the YouTubes. All right. Let me sizzle sazzle on it for a while. I'll probably come up with something a little bit better than that one, but well, maybe for my live, I'll think about it on my next live stream when you come on. I'll have better advice for you. But let's stick with that one. Don't pee in the wind. Don't pee on the electric fence. And quit asking YouTubers to fart for you. Be my three good daily advices for you, my friend. I think so. I mean, I take that back. You stick to asking YouTubers to fart for you, because I'm sure you'll find one they'll say, sure, I'll fart on that thing. So, like that girl from Georgia, like that. She makes little short clips, and she's like, forget that Hoktula girl. I'm from Georgia. I'll fart on that thing. Hello there, Ronak. Oh, she's got a heart though. I'd let her fart on that thing. she made that Hoktula girl look kind of plain Jane. Hi, Lisa. Welcome in. Oh, what happened to Mel today doing news at noon? Oh no, he's in a trial today, isn't he? I was like, man, where's Mel? I need my Mel for the day. I need to watch my news. But he'll probably be on later. How's your day going, Lisa? Getting in any trouble? I'm trying my best. So just living day one day at a time, I guess. It's kind of funny, but oh, I'm searching with Jim today. Who's Jim? Do I know Jim? Have I met Jim? That's not an answer, Lisa. that was kind of like our earlier conversation today. You shorted me on it. Oh, you're exploring what? Yeah, who's Jim? I've been at 4 years. Time. Very nice, man. Very nice. Oh well. Well, Jim is a secret, I guess. I might know Jim. I don't know. Probably. I am horrible with names. YouTube exploring with Jim. Okay. I like it. What type of videos do you make? Oh, I make weird searching for names. Oh, okay. That makes more sense, Lisa. I make all types of videos, Ronak. Go watch my short clips. I make a lot of funny cartoons and grumpy videos, and sometimes I make abnormally funny videos to get people to laugh. I mean, I make stuff that makes me laugh, and I think it's funny. But a lot of people don't get my humor. Some people do. That's kind of what it is. So, everybody say hi to Lisa. Lisa's good people. Lisa's good people. So, you just got to go watch my short clips. I got like 130 of them, 135 of them. I got a lot of interesting. YouTube gives me a lot of humor, It gives me a lot of it gives me a lot of damn it. Um, if I leave, it's because I'm mad for exploring. Oh, okay, that's fine. It was great you coming by though, Lisa. It's always great to see a friendly face. Don't don't forget to like and share it before you take off though, 'cause you're my buddy. I need all the help I can get. But, oh, um, what was it? Material, Ronak. YouTube gives me a lot of humorous material to play with some days. It's just a lot of things make my a lot of things make me laugh. A lot of you find a lot of humorous people on the YouTubes, you know. But someday I'm gonna get all set up and I'm having a cool microphone. I'm gonna look like a radio DJ, and I'll get my old big old headset on, look like I'm a co-pilot, and I'll be like, "This is your captain speaking. We're at 25,000 feet. Expect some turbulence." But what do you do? Oh yeah, totally. Some trippers, right? Oh man, I really love the trolls on YouTube. Some people kind of get annoyed by them, but if you get a decent troll that will make you laugh, and you can play with them a little bit, and they'll play back. Those are some of the best people ever. You get some of your unappropriate trolls that you do got to time out because they're a little out of touch with reality. But you find some interesting trolls out there. That they just make you laugh. But just, it's like they're so bored in their life that that's just what they do. I wonder, you know what? If I win the lottery, I'm gonna start a troll business where I just send trolls out. Just to get a good humor. I'm not really, but just speaking on a side note there. But that'd be kind of fun though. Get paid to go troll. You get paid to protest. Why not go out and troll? Same with my one female. She said his boyfriend. She kept coming to me and crying. I suppose her supported her and helping her. Man, so she loved me. Well, you can love somebody in a platonic way, man. You don't. Love doesn't always have to be a lustful way. It could just be a friend, protonic, whatever the word is. Dyslexia. I mean, it's like that old singer says. What the world needs now is love, sweet love, man. We protest. We grumpy protest. Aw, thanks, Lisa. I like when you protest me for free. Hey, I watch a lot of channels where I come on. I come there in my own free will when I know I'm outnumbered. It's okay. I can hold my own with many. It's fine, and I can do it some days without losing my poop. So some days I gotta take a breather and swipe left and come back. And when I've regained my composure, but I love the underdog. Which one was the underdog? Did I do underdog? When you're talking about my little scrubby scrub dog, I like my scrub dog. But I was kind of laughing about that because I've made a lot of funny videos, and I've only made a couple like dumb videos that I didn't think they were going to get any views or likes, and my like extreme dumb videos I got almost all my views and my likes. I'm going, what, man? You never know what people are going to enjoy. That's for sure. You don't. I'm going to go through a lot. Oh. Oh, well, then you come to the right channel because this is a place to be grumpy, man. This is where you let your grumpiness out. We figure it out eventually as we go. But, yeah, I got to make a lot short clips, though, because You can my numbers are going up and down, and not for the better. But they were going like straight up, and I was having like 2 or 3 thousand views a day, and I'm down to a couple hundred. So it means I need to make more videos. We got you, man. You just keep hanging on here at the Grumpy's Hangout. We got you. Wonder what happened to Gator. We lost Gator. Gator's going through some really bad relationship breakup issues right now, too. He comes and goes. He was here for a while. No. What are you doing, sassy frassy? You sunbaking? Sunbaking goat? No. Oh, it all shall passes. Like I was telling Gainer yesterday, everything takes time. You just got to find what makes you happy to get through the bad days. And worst come worst, go out in nature and hug a tree. Just don't hug a cactus, because cactuses are not forgiving. And they give you a little pokey poke. Don't hug a cactus, whatever you do. Go out and hug a tree. Don't hug a cactus. Those desert trees, they are unforgiving, especially the ones down in Texas. They got those big old 3-inch freaking thorns on them. Got to be careful which kind of trees you hug too, because they lie to you. They're not happy trees. They're very prickly, pokely trees. But not that I go around hugging all the crazy trees, but if you little need a spiritual adventure, they always say go out and touch the grass and hug a tree. Oh, there's always that, I guess, but and don't shake a nut tree, because then they hit you in the head. Imagine getting pushed into one of those, right? It's kind of like getting. When I was a kid, I used to play in Russian olive trees. I don't know if you ever played in Russian olive trees, Eric, but I mean they got a nice little thorn on there, and they're a dangerous tree to play in. They will get you every time. Well, but they make these cute little berries, so you can throw at your buddies and have a berry war. So they kind of hurt when you're. But when you're a kid, you do a lot of things when you're a kid that you probably shouldn't do to anything else. Things hurt when you get older. I always say do anything to feel better with the law. Yeah, there's a lot of laws that you got to obey that take all the fun out of it. And don't do anything that endangers anybody else's life. Just have fun, but be safe. Yes. You can go skydiving. Skydiving's a thrill. I can't do it anymore because of my neck, but I used to enjoy skydiving and bungee jumping, but they won't let me do it anymore because they're like, you're a medical hazard, and But I can still go jump off rail train bridges and things like that and go swim with the sharks. But can't go skydiving anymore. I have done it. And since you're you're 20. I mean, you can go travel the world. I mean, you're still young. You got lots of life ahead of you. A lot of adventure. Go travel the world. That'll brighten up your day. Just go take a dart and throw it at a map and say, that's where I'm going. So me and my last ex-wife picked up where we were going on our honeymoon. We just threw a dart at a map and said, yep, that's where we're going. You might end up in the middle of nowhere. You might end up in a big city. It's all about the adventure. So, and you can cheat, You could throw like 3 or 4 darts, and on the third dart, that's where you go. You don't always gotta. And if what's the best way to pick out how to map the world, right? I got got a few places I want to see that are on my bucket list before I leave this big old speck of sand in the middle of nowhere. A little grain planet in the middle of nowhere. Got a few more places I want to go explore before I kick off. But oh, I'm listening. Oh, how was skydiving? Really windy and a thrill. I mean, you got to be a little nutty to jump out of a perfectly good airplane. Just gotta, you know. Sometimes sometimes I get sidetracked and I get talking. My when I'm reading and my brain forgets to talk back when I get stuck in that little kind of a mode of what's going on. I mean, where's the dirt end up? Oh, we end up going to the redwood forest. Is where the map went to go see the sequoia trees, the northern part of California. There on the beach is where we ended up. It was fun. I like the redwoods. But I would probably had more fun not taking the ex-wife with me because she was gruely, but you know. Yeah, there's still some big redwoods left. They haven't cut them all down, thank God. But you never know. Time will tell when they take the remainder of those big 20-foot trees down. And oh, I'm a glamper. I don't camp on the ground anymore. I'll take the big fifth wheel out and I'll hook it up to electricity. You know, because I've paid my dues I do actually like going out and camping up. You know, I go up in like the high mountains. You know. And I can't take the fifth wheel. I will take a little single man tent and little pad. I like glamping. You know, I like taking the fifth wheel down to the beach and parking it right on in the BLM land where you get the free, you know, set the solar panels out and fill the water tank up. You know, just kind of go play on the beach all day long. Really whipping out all the old growth. Well, they might as well since we keep burning it down every day. Every year we keep having more and more fires because they refuse to do grid cutting like they used to in the old days to keep from having large forest fires. So, you know, it worked. They used to go out, they used to do, they'd have the logging companies out and they'd cut grid paths, you know. They'd leave 500 acres here and they'd cut up straight, you know, then they'd leave patches. So we'd only lose a couple hundred acres at a time. And then they're like, well, you can't cut the forest down anymore. Well, now we've lost, 6 million acres of trees because grid cutting wasn't enough for the environmentalists. I don't know. I wanted to listen to Antarctica one time. There's certain places in Antarctica you can go, and there's certain places you cannot go in Antarctica. So they have a travel person that'll take you down there. It's expensive, but you can go down there. Get a good jacket because it's cold. But they'll take you all over the continent. I want to go to up to the northern Arctic. I want to go play with the penguins and the big white bears, big polar bears. Even though they'll eat you. But I'll bring like little peanut butter snacks with me. I'm like, here, bear, a peanut butter snack and a Coca-Cola, you know, just for see if it saves me. Probably not, you know. And I don't run too fast, but I think it'd be fun though to go up and explore with the polar bears and take some pictures, you know. I think that would be a lot of fun. I know I want to go scuba diving with the tiger sharks down there off by the Florida Keys there, because that'd be fun. Just grab them by the nose and flip them upside down. I've been watching a couple of those videos. You know, you just boop them in the nose, and they're like, hey, you just booped me in the nose. Well, your sharp teeth are getting too close to me, so boop, right in the nose. So I mean, and if I come back missing some phalanges, you know, I didn't boop them in the nose properly. So it's 82.5 hours away. Name 10 years ago, they actually caught off the duty. Firefighters makes me wonder a lot. Perhaps they were intentionally. We had a couple kids down here. I think it was either here in Washington or California that were caught causing wildfires, deliberately going out and committing arson. You know, some people get a thrill out of catching things on fire. Hey, Grandpa, I'm going to move around for a bit because searching lasts around 3 to 4 hours. Lisa, it was lovely to see you. Stop back by if I'm still on. It's always a pleasure to see you, sis. So, it means a lot that you stopped by. So, but yeah, there's a lot of people that go out and cause riffraff for just to run it for everybody, and I don't know why. You think that it would, you know, well, why destroy everything for everybody else? I never. It's kind of like when I go out to the lakes and things, and I go out exploring. I always take a trash bag with me because humans are gross. I don't. If you take it with you, take it out. Don't leave it out there to, you know. Old squirrel doesn't want your aluminum can or your taco wrapper, your little Twinkie crap, or you know, put it in your pocket and haul it out. There's always garbage cans in the parking lot. I mean, I don't know why you'd leave it up there on the side of the mountain for somebody else to find. So, are you leaving us, Rehan? We'll see you tomorrow then. Good. Oh, that's weird. Especially the people that break glass bottles where people go swimming. That one just sets me off. Oh, I mean, I have never understood breaking bottles where people go swim. It's just, oh, all right, well, that makes sense. I'm old, man. How do I know? I'm just reading the chat and chit-chatting and talking, so. Oh, well, you know, sometimes I think I'm not going to accuse firefighters, I have a lot of firefighter friends, but, you know, some people, they, on a slow season, maybe they think they need some extra work. I know when I burned my 10 acres off, they have a program in town where you pay for a fire insurance, and they send a fire crew out here when you decide to burn, so you don't catch everybody else's property on fire. But I can't get a tractor down in my bottom 10 because it's all swelly and there's big canyons and craters, and so I'm never going to be able to mow it. So I'm going to have to burn it. So I'm going to have to eventually get down to the city and get that insurance paid up so I can get them to send out. I'm studying law. Is this good? Man, you should always study law. Even if you don't become a lawyer, you should always study up on laws. It'll keep you out of trouble. Because especially with the policia. Because sometimes cops like, and no offense to police officers, but sometimes cops like to make up their own laws when they pull you over. So it's good to have a basic knowledge of what the law says, you know. Keeps you out of trouble. He's from India. I think is what he said. Yeah. He didn't give us a city though, but you don't have to. I mean, India's a big country. We'll just figure it out eventually. Oh, man, I love the look on my son's face yesterday when he was live streaming with me, and my friend showed up, and I had to leave him in the middle of the live stream. He was like, "You left me." Oh. Yeah, especially if you're going to travel abroad to other countries, learn their basic laws, because Man, every country's changing their laws so fast that you gotta you gotta keep up with what's going on in the now, because so many countries are changing their laws so fast that it's like, apparently now in Canada they just passed a law that you can be arrested now for using biblical scriptures as hate speech. So you gotta watch what you say anymore. And world's gone crazy. So and that's all there is to it. Horn's 5 years interested in chorus. I'm in his second year. Nice. Balava Hans, 5 years interested. I studied a lot of family law when I was going through my first child custody case. I won, so I must have learned pretty good. I don't want any of that. That I don't know what any of that means. Well, it's a BA of LLB. I think it's just studied courses, Eric. Yes, he's going for a bachelor of something legal. That's what I get out of the lettering that he wrote. I've learned when you ask questions, Eric. Sometimes you get you got to give it a little bit of a minute, because then people will eventually write it back out. I don't know. It's fun, I guess. It makes it a little bit more interesting, because you're like, what the hell are they talking about? But sometimes I read pretty good between the lines, and sometimes I don't. But I don't care, Marilyn. Your secrets, weird. I gotta turn off my notifications when I'm on live stream, because my Snapchat and Twitter and all them keep popping up on the screens of what's going on around the world. I'm just curious. College, university folks got a whole lingo thing, right? I mean, well, I think every type of industry has their own little lingo and codes, and you know, I'd probably just drive you nuts trying to learn them all. But yeah, because he went, because the BA should be bachelor's, and then the LLB should be what he's studying, like limited liability or whatever it is that he's studying. Probably limited liability business law or something. Just would be my best guess if we had to break it down. So basically, I'm currently studying this integrated course combined to art study. Oh, okay. Like constitutional law, criminal law. Oh, well, that makes sense. Well, that's close. That's kind of between the lines. But do you have constitutional law in India? I don't think you guys have a constitution, do you? I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't think you guys have a constitution. Man. Unless you're coming to America, and more welcome. Just make sure your papers are in order, because we're throwing people out for not having paperwork properly done. That's just finally enforcing our laws. But, well, I went way over what I was expecting to go over today. Yeah, tell us about India. I should go over there and have my teeth fixed. I know I can get my teeth fixed cheaper in India than I can here in the States. I can go down to Mexico too, but I don't want to. And I've never been to India. I've been to Mexico. So I think that'd be fun. Of course, they got a lot of vegetarian dishes, and I'm not really big on vegetarian cuisine, but I mean, I've eaten a lot of Indian food, a lot of curry and things like that. But I could just come to Canada, Eric, and just become a citizen for 6 months and get my teeth fixed for free. Might take 3 years to get them done, but going there. I'm Canadian now. Give me free teeth. So, uh, they got a lot of people in India. You can't expect everybody to be on top of the societic norms. I mean, hell, come to America. Not everybody's bright. We got a lot of dense people here in America. We're probably one of the most technological advanced countries in the world. But I like your movies. You guys got funny movies. They always have you ever watched any of those Indian flicks, Eric? They got some interesting movies. Oh, oh, oh. I think it's time to open the old. Nah, I'll finish my coffee first. My friend's from India, and apparently, what he says is, his birth certificate was all messed up. They just kind of gave him every year they figured he should have been born. I thought that was kind of interesting. Mm-hmm. No, they got a lot of funny videos. Well, that's weird. Said I got a text message, but nothing was there. Yeah, no kidding about the birth thing. It was, yeah, it was really weird that because he was telling me that because he was born in India, but the hospital didn't give him an actual birth date, and the government just kind of gave him. I mean, his mom wrote it down, but it's like 5 or 10 years different from when he was born to what the government gave him. I was kind of like, how do you track people if you don't even know what the age they are? That to me was just really weird. But I don't know if he was lying or mistruthing or just pulling my leg. But he seems like a very serious person some days, so I don't think he lied to me. Well, I hope not, anyways. But I mean, one of these days I should probably stop being lazy and put my veneers in before I. Please watch some of the things I like, Dingle and Escaria and Salmon Con. I think I've seen the Salmon Con movie. That was kind of funny. Isn't that where he's like, it's like a ninja movie where he kicks people like, whoo, and he got god powers. I think that's the one I watched. The one where he has the tigers and all that. I think so. I think that's the one I watched. Salmon Con. I like watching movies from all over the world. I like watching news all over the world too, because you know what I learned? If you watch all the news from around the world, you finally get if you fall between the lines of what actually is happening in every country, and you listen to their news, especially like on the Iranian conflict. I watch a lot of the Middle East news, and you'll see a whole different talking point. So I think if you listen to them all, you kind of get more of an honest opinion. Well, I don't believe the news either, but if you watch them all, if you kind of just you find an actual truth between what they all say, but because they all have different talking points. But I mean, we know American news lies. You can't trust American news. So that's why I watch my buddy's show on Watching the World 777. Mel's a pretty honest. Mel's a pretty honest guy. And he's a straight shooter when it comes to the news. He doesn't lie to anybody. So if you get a minute, you want to watch some good news, go watch Mel at Watching the World 777. That dude is 100% on the money. And if it's not factual, he don't report it. He just, nope. He'll throw that in the recycle bin and say, that's lies and I ain't doing it. So that's why I like his show, because, it's an honest show to watch. You don't get all that ones, he's pretty independent. So you don't get all that chatter from either side of who's right or who's wrong. No. Oh, my daughter keeps threatening to her and her girlfriend are going to run away to Canada. I told her I'd come visit her. I'm like, all right. She's like, Canada's so much better. I'm like, then go. I'll come up and visit you. I got a passport. I'm not worried about it. You're an adult now. If you and your girly friend want to move to Canada, go move to Canada. You know. Oh, Oz. Man, I don't. I don't know if it's any better. I mean, between Canada and America, I don't think it's any different between the two. I mean, we are so close culturally and prospectively that I don't think there's much difference between the two countries. I mean, other than you guys got a prime minister and a parliament, and we have a president and a crazy Congress. I mean, it's pretty close to the same. I mean, but we all have the same fights, and we're all trying to get all the same things done, and nothing ever gets done for the good. So, well, yeah, we're so close though that it's not even. Which parts did they mention? Yes, that's about the culture beliefs. Well, I know her girlfriend lives over by lives in Ohio, so Chicago. So they probably, let's see, BC, Alberta. It'd probably be the fourth province over. It's going to come to me. Second, what's the fourth? Maybe it was Ontario, because Ontario would be your most liberalist area for them to go. So. They should go to Ottawa. They would fit in good there with all the other people on it. What am I holding on to? My boobs? All right. Might make the chat uncomfortable though. I hold my boobs too long. Oh, I think I'm getting sick. I don't like it. I'm gonna find that old person who got me. What state did they think of? I mean, they're 20 and 21. I mean, they don't put a lot of thought into anything, Eric. They just like, we want to go. I mean, kids don't put a lot of thought into anything. They just they get into a let's do it to it kind of thing, and I mean, I was in my 20s once. I know how it works. You get tired of the place you're at, you want to go be somewhere else, and then you're like, you load everything up and you go. And you get there and you find out that it's no different or better than where you left. Sometimes it's worse. So, but sometimes you got to let kids spread their wings and fly and let them figure it out for themselves, Because lots of people go on to Canada from India, it's a good country. I want to go to Australia, but I'm afraid everything there is going to kill me. It's pretty much true. Everything there wants to eat you, or stab you, or poke you, or bite you, or you should say to her, go to Quebec. She is learning French, so I mean that would work out for her. I mean, she is learning French, and she's learning Mandarin and French. So I learn adult pointing sign language. It works pretty good. It works in about 26 languages. Mm-hmm. Especially if you work on multicultural crews and only 1% of them speak English. The adult point sign language works perfectly. I also know French. Oh, I know enough French to get me laid. Does that count? And order food. I probably couldn't hold an actual physical conversation with anybody, but that's kind of how that rolls. And Canada, well, I mean, we have French Quarter down here in the United States too, down in Louisiana. I mean, we have some French towns that people speak primarily French. It's French Cajun. It's not like French Quebecian. I mean, it's kind of its own made up language, but they do speak a lot of French, so it helps to know some French if you go down to Louisiana in certain places, because there are French quarters down there that, kind of like in Canada. Kind of like if you're going to travel any of the Caribbean islands or anywhere, you should really definitely learn Spanish because they're all Spanish-speaking countries. And tell me, how are you? How am I? Who? Are you talking? Are you talking to me? Or are you talking to Eric? Having a multi-conversation, three-way conversation here going on. Thank God there's only two people in the chat. We'd be really in trouble if there was like 1,000 of us trying to have a conversation. We'd be stumbling over top of each other. The chat would be going. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh. Nice. Oh. Something about the comment, he probably didn't like it. Oh. I don't know. Probably me speaking French. Tell me how you are. No, I think he's talking to you, Eric. I think he's asking, how are you? Because he already asked me how I was, and I'm always grumpy, so kind of like, this is Grumpy's hangout. But I do it with an earnest smile, so I'm welcoming to my grumpiness. Oh. I asked, how are you in French? Oh, how am I in? Oh, you're asking me how I'm in French. Or are you asking Eric how he's in French? I speak a little bit of French. I know enough French where I can see words up on signs and things like that in buildings where I can get around and travel, but not enough to actually have a full out conversation. I mean, I can pick up a lot of words. But I learned something here about 2 years ago. When I'm like totally tanked off my butt drunk, I can speak Swahili, or at least understand it. I didn't know I could speak Swahili. I was so amazed by that. I met some immigrants that spoke Swahili, and I was amazingly I could pick up their dialect. I was like, yeah, it's mainly French though. So I mean, a lot of their words were French and Spanish, and so it wasn't too difficult to. But it was just kind of weird that when I'm super drunk, I can speak Swahili. I was amazed by myself. The things you don't know until you find out. That we will be French name towns and all to speak. Yeah, I mean, if it's kind of like here in the States, you should probably know a little bit of Spanish, especially if you go about the 100-mile mark of the border. Everything's in Spanish, so if you don't speak Spanish, you're going to be SOL. So it's good to know some words in certain languages. But I always say though, if you're going to travel abroad and you're going to another country, you should at least learn some of their language before you go, and kind of make your life a lot easier. Like I want to go to Scotland and Ireland in the next 10 years. I want to go over there. They primarily speak English, but they don't they pronunciate words totally different. Hey, America, welcome back, dude. Haven't seen you since yesterday. But that I have found that with a lot of English speaking countries. Everyone's like they don't speak proper English. Well, if you can get kind of through their dialect, I mean, they're speaking English, just not how you speak it. Hey, Zaya, always good to see you. So, oh, it's kind of funny. There are so many accents in the world that I just people. What and I always love the British speaking actors because they're always like I do an American accent and it's like, but they really don't though because it depends on where in America you're at, where what our accents at. So, but I always think that's funny because and what I always think is funny is they always have American actors play British people and they always have British people playing American. I mean, it. What are we doing here? It's kind of, it's, that's funny. You know. But if you watch a lot of movies, yeah, that's tripping acting, right? I mean, why wouldn't you just have American actors play American parts and people pay English? I mean, I guess they do it for the money, because they're actors and you should be able to play multiple parts. But I have found there's a lot of actors that are just one bit actors. They can only do one type of part, and then you have then you have the true thespians that they can do multiple characters and multiple roles in multiple types of movies. Where so some people are extremely talented, and some people are just properly read. So I don't know. It was like the other day when I was trying to find voices for a whole bunch of different cartoons. I was thinking to myself, man, I could have been a voiceover actor. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I missed my calling as a kid. What's good? I don't know. Everything's good today. It stopped raining finally. Oh, oh, those ribs are not setting well. I guess I ate ribs too early. That's all right. I got an antacid around here somewhere. Which state you have great memories in all over years of life? A lot of my they were pork ribs. I was telling my child though that we should get a rack of beef ribs. We haven't had good smoked beef ribs in a long time. I'm mainly everybody just sells pork ribs, because they're cheaper. But my most fondest memories. I have a lot of memories on the West Coast from California, Oregon, and Washington mostly. But I mean, I've made memories all over the country. But I took the kid when me and my last ex-wife were together. We were coming. We drove across the country with the kid. We were gonna fly, and I'm like, no, let's just because they were little kids. I mean, let's drive them across the United States, and I took them to the Green Giant exhibit where you get to walk on top of this 100-foot tall Green Giant statue. It was pretty cool. I took them to Mount Rushmore with all the presidents' heads, and it was fun for them. We just went out and explored, and instead of just like super driving across, we took our time, and instead of doing in 3 days, we did it in 5 days. We stopped at a little bunch of motels, and I mean, because we were integrating the families, and I figured it'd be a good way for the kids me to get comfortable with each other, traveling and adventuring. We played board games and card games. It was fun. So, but can't eat it because it's banned. Yeah, because of your religious cultures. That's why my friend at the gas station, he's a vegetarian because he can't eat meat. But it's all right. And thanks, Mark. I appreciate it. But I have to leave you hanging. I just got sidetracked talking. So, Man, we've been around for almost 2 hours. We're going good. We're keeping it live. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe though. And yep, man, that's weird. 1 hour and 54 minutes. It shuts. It tags the video. That is so weird. I don't know why it does that. Because it doesn't do it on my friend's channel, and she goes on for like 4 or 5 hours at a time. Maybe it's because I'm not monetized yet. Maybe that's why it's doing that. So it's kind of weird though. Have that little blip in the film. It's not like we're using the old recorders. Heck yeah, brother. I'm chilling, chatting with you, good dudes. Lots going on. I see some things off and stuff. I know my son was like, we should start doing a mystery crime thing on Wednesdays, but it's I don't mind doing that. Just got to get him invested in actually, because unsolved mysteries are, pretty interesting. How many crimes that have never really been solved, it's mind-boggling, because you always watch the TV shows and movies, and man, those cops are right on that. They always know who the bad guy is within the first 20 minutes of the show, and somebody's always going to jail. And in real life, some days it takes them 60 years to actually catch the killer. It's like, what the hey? Please include me also. I was also there. No. Oh, yeah. It's not sitting right. It's all right. I like the updates. What I found is like when you're doing these live streams, if you have a co-host with you, it kind of makes it easier because you have somebody to bounce off of, and then they can throw their 2 cents into it. Especially like when you're talking to the chat, it kind of helps the show go because I know I can ramble on for hours and talk to myself. I'm good at that. We don't have to worry about that, but sometimes it makes the day go a lot better when you get people to add into the conversation with you. I kind of like that a lot. Yeah, beep, yeah, let's stop. No, well, I think we'll go for 2.5 more minutes. Call it at 2 hours. What's God is the cow in India? It's part of their Hindu religion. It's not that it's a god. It's more or less that they think it could be a family spirit or member. You'd have to look up Hindu. They have some interesting spiritual beliefs when it comes to kind of like Buddhist and all that. They all have a similar kind of in their religions. But Christianity kind of started out the same way because if you read the text that you know Jesus, he actually traveled to Tibet and all that, and to visit the spiritual leaders to be more. Oh, you're Muslim? Well, that's weird. I figured you'd be Hindu if you were in India, but I guess the Muslim culture is growing pretty big in India, so maybe that's why you always tell me don't eat pork. It's all right. I'm still gonna eat pork, because I like it. I'm a big fat bacon eating pig. I'll tell you. I know I've been called a pig before too, so it's all right. And I've even walled around in the mud once or twice. At a mud fest. A couple music videos. So I'm okay with it. You can call me Piggy. I think someone was calling me Piggy the other day. That was all right. I didn't find it offensive. I was like, I'll go wall around in a mud hole. I've always wanted Jello wrestle and pudding wrestle. I think that'd be kind of fun. Go down to Vegas and get into one of those big Jello wrestling rings. You know what I mean? I think that'd be kind of fun, especially with midget wrestling. They have midget wrestling down in Vegas. I wanted that. That'd be pretty awesome. wrestle around with some midgets. But so, oh well, hey guys, we're looking at the 2 hour mark, and I better get some stuff done for the day. I'll probably come back on later. But like I always say, stay happy. If you can't, just be grumpy. Have fun, guys.